works. It's not following me now. There it goes. Now it's following me. Woo. Let's move it up a little bit closer. Oh yeah, let's get some music. Click. Chillwave retro games. Let's see what that's all about.
Okay, this was not a one.
That's an ad. That is not Chillwave retro games. Actually, we probably don't want that because I'll probably get copyright flagged with that one. So let's go. No, not. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is terrible. Oh, this is terrible. Tokyo Midnight. There we go. What's going on? Happy Thursday, Cubby. How are you doing? Just trying to get my camera set up. I'm trying things a little bit differently right now. I have the motion sensor going, so it kind of follows me a little bit more, which is pretty neat. I kind of like it. Yeah, it's definitely better. So just chilling, hanging out for a little bit. I was just trying to film a video, and the lighting in this room, it looks better now. Oops. Oh no, I just did a thing. I just knocked the camera out. I think I was supposed to do like a wave or something. Oh no. Now it's not going to work. I broke it. Now I broke the camera. I think you're supposed to like wave your fingers a certain way. I have the manual around here somewhere. So I got the motion sensor camera, and it's supposed to acknowledge and follow you around, which I think it's like not even like leveling right now, which is kind of wonky. But I think if you wave, there we go. Do that. No. Do a closed fist. There's supposed to be like 2 things you can do that'll turn on the motion sensor, but it has to be like done a certain way. And if you don't do it right, it doesn't work. So now I got to figure out where the heck my manual went for that. No, Bruce. All right, come here, Bruce. Come here. Come here, big boy. I know. You want the snuggles. Yeah, so here we are. I can just move the camera though too. So that works. It's probably better as the easiest way. What's up, big boy? Just hanging out. Just hanging out, Dad. Just want to watch a video, and then you came in here and I saw that you left the door open, so I just had to come and sit on your lap. Oh, don't be farting. No, please don't be doing that. Maddie and technology do not go well with each other. I actually was trying to film right before this, and like I was not having a good time with the lighting and everything. I was trying to cover actually the Rugrats game. There's been some news about the Rugrats game that came out for Nintendo. The Nintendo version of it that plays on the NES, which I got and waited a long time for, actually hurts your Nintendo system, can actually burn it out. So I was going to do kind of a video on that, talking about the little bit of controversy that Limited Run Games just had with that. Seems like they're doing the right thing as a company, which is super awesome. They were going to actually offer a refund for anybody that wants to return the game and not bother having it for the Nintendo. Or if you wait around, they are going to automatically refill all the pre-orders with the correct version of the game that does not set your Nintendo on fire. Why do these guys fart a lot? It's because they're short mouth. They gulp a lot of air when they eat, which makes them fart monsters. TNM, good does stuff. What's going on? How are you doing? Hi, what's up? How are you? What's going on? Welcome. We got Mr. Bruce hanging out here. Just chilling. Yo, what's going on, Video Game Restoration? How are you? I'm just chilling with the big guys right now. Mr. Bruce. Mr. Bruce in the house. Yeah, I was trying to film, and then, like I said, like, wasn't my normal style of filming too, so like I really wasn't like getting into like the groove with it and feeling it. So I kind of was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take a break with this right now since like the lighting's off and I'm not feeling it, and I'm gonna come back to this later. So I figure I'd probably film a little bit later. I want to do some video game cleaning tonight, but I'm actually just gonna get some rest. It's been an exhausting week this past week, and I'm just tired. So we'll be back on probably tomorrow night for a stream instead, where I'll actually be cleaning some video games and then back. Oh yeah, that's right. Zelda and Coffee is actually going to be a Zelda After Dark episode this Saturday. Unfortunately, I got stuck working again because my job takes all the time for me, and I barely have any time for myself. He is stinking up the place. Bruce, why are you farting? It's not cool. My dude, this is not cool. That you're just hanging out on me, letting out the farts. Stupid work, I know. I'm getting tired of it. Getting tired of it, Cubby. Getting tired of Bruce crushing my shirt, too. All right. He's such a snuggle pup. He just wants love all the time, this guy. I know, big boy. Okay. You want to say hi to everybody? No, you're just going to keep farting? Oh, gosh, it stinks. You smelly boy. Bruce, you're so smelly. Important work. It is. Enzo, what's going on? What is my favorite car? You might not know. I have a couple of cars that I like, but a 1969 AMC Rambler Scrambler is probably one of my favorite cars. It's a really oddball car to say that is a favorite of mine, but if you look it up, it's pretty wild looking. Heyo, Schmitty, what's going on? Where is the other dog? Moose actually was rehomed a while back, so he's doing really well. And yeah, it's just Mr. Bruce now. Andrew, what's going on? How are you doing? Oh, cool. My favorite car is a Toyota Supra. Nice. Supras are cool. Pupper, who's this? Is Mr. Bruce? Yeah, Moose. He's doing good, though, so all good there. Bruce. Glad to hear you're doing good, Andrew. 8 viewers right now, 4 likes on the live. I'm doing awesome, hanging out. I was trying to film some new videos for the channel, but like things in the room weren't working out. Like the lighting, and when it gets dark in this room, it's really hard to like get good lighting to film videos. So I was trying to get something done. Wasn't really feeling it. You want to take a break? Probably film it tomorrow during daytime, where a little bit more light comes in the room and I can kind of get a better picture. Currently sitting on your roof enjoying warmish weather in NYC. Ooh, jealous. That sounds fun. Good old rooftop times in New York are good. Fun times. Bruce, he's falling asleep while I hold his head on my hand right now. Bruce. Yeah, it's chilling. A nice sleepy tea with you. Oh, that's perfect. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that at all. Sleepy time tea. Sleepy time tea. But yeah, it's been a wild week. It's just been a wild week. I don't know. 2025 is like out of control. I don't know how much. What's my favorite game? Probably Resident Evil on the PlayStation 1. I say this a lot. Everybody asks this one. Brody, what's going on? How are you doing? Yo! What's up? 7 viewers right now. Hi, everyone. Yeah, big fan of the Resident Evil series and the original one on PlayStation 1 as a special place in my heart. Do I like wrestling? I do. I have not watched wrestling in quite a long time. Like the last time I was really big into wrestling was the late 90s, early 2000s. And then I kind of fell off after that. I heard it got good again, but yeah, I don't really know anyone who's wrestling these days. Yo, hello, TI22. Do I believe in... I have no idea what you're talking about. How are we doing tonight? I'm pretty all right myself. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. What's my favorite Zelda game on the Super Nintendo? You know the answer to that, and there's only one. Link to the Past. Wrestling. You know, getting some wrestling. But yeah, yeah, I was a big fan of, obviously, the Triple H era with Stone Cold, The Rock, Gold Dust, all those wacky characters that they had back then. What's my favorite color? It's so random. What's my favorite console? Okay, that makes sense. Elijah's back. Okay, search up who that is. I'll have to search that up after the live stream. Who's your favorite mod? Schmitty, of course. Duh. Sorry, Cubby. This man has every game in existence in his room. I wish. I do not. Yay! Look, I'll make you a deal. If you have Donkey Kong 64 or Donkey Kong Country back there, I'll sub and like right now. I 100% do. I have both of them. Is this going to become like a get up and like show it? Because I have a bulldog on here right now, and it's making it kind of difficult. But I swear it's back there. I have both of those games. You probably see Donkey Kong Country right there on the top. I have Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, 3. No, it's fine. I appreciate for the sub if you actually do it. Yeah, I've covered those games. I've done gameplay videos of those in the past. Yeah, I've done. I think I posted Donkey Kong Country on here not that long ago too. I'm trying to transfer a bunch of stuff over from my YouTube channel. I'm just going to predominantly make content on here now, so people are finding me and like checking out the channel and liking live, which is super awesome. I like those little hearts in the corner. Thank you all so much for that. 6 likes on the live too. All right, just did. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Most people look forward to the weekend because of the weekend plans. I look forward to it for Zelda streaming. Awesome. Kevin, hey Maddie, I've been a regular of yours for quite some time, but busyness mixed with sickness took me away from YouTube for months now. But since things are calming down, you're back. Awesome. Am I Mario? Mamma mia! Yahoo! Yo, I hit 523 subs. Congratulations. That's a hard task. It's a me. You're actually really chill, man. I'll watch some of your other stuff. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do like kind of a range of stuff. I've been making content on various platforms since what 2020, 2021. So, Sarkin, what's going on? I'm stoked to catch you up on a ton of your videos. Your videos always fill me with nostalgia, bringing back good times. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, so I'm probably going to be bringing back. I want to wait till I get some better time to film it, but I want to start kind of adding like trivia in with it too. Like I'll start the video off with like a little bit of like unknown facts or known facts about the games that we do, and then we'll have some gameplay for it too to like make it a little bit more interesting. You have fun. I gotta go. All right, Brody. Check it. Catch you later. Jarrell Ross. Hello. How are you? I didn't even see what he said. Was he making some kind of inappropriate comment? No, ban me? Yes, ban you. I ban you. You're fine. That's awesome. Schmitty, nice job. Thank you. Doing the work. Do you actually, Schmitty, do you have for moderator the opportunity to ban? This is why I'm not mod number 1. Sweet stoked for that. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm trying to add like more informative videos into that, like break down a lot of stuff. Like we recently covered reproduction game boxes for the video games. So if you're trying to collect complete in box, and obviously that's outpricing for you, you can get quality replacements, even manuals too, which is good. So like I did a few videos on that. I've been really pressed for time lately, and like things have been really hectic in life. I know that like for some people that sounds like it's just like a never-ending story now for me, but like it really is just wild these days. So like my videos have been a little bit more hasty in the editing process and filming than I'd like them to be. So I'm going to try to like really hunker down and like get like some good quality videos out again. Maybe I should bring back Deep Thoughts by Mehdi Nui. That would be funny. Any thoughts on the Switch 2? It looks fun. It looks just like a beefed up version of the Switch, which is kind of what I was expecting them to do. I wasn't expecting, you know, like the next coming of video games from the Switch. So when they announce like just a beefier version of the original, I'm fine with that. Will I get it right away? No. I'm also at the age where I don't buy new systems like on release day anymore, especially with all the like where things have gone with the technology with them, because a lot of the times there's lots of updates that have to happen. There's still some, glitches that have to get taken care of. Dumbman, what's going on? How are you doing? Hello, hello. I feel like I need to get glasses on to read the comments on this one. It's so small. So small. But yeah, so it looks like it'll be a lot of fun. Some of the games that they showed off obviously were to show the processing power of the Switch 2. So like you saw the Mario Kart that had did it have like 12 racers or something like, I think it might have even been more than that. Point of view Mario 64. But yeah, so bust out the Wild Thing glasses. Sushi broke the Wild Thing glasses. I have to order a new pair. I was so bummed about that. Old Sushi has been, yeah, she's looking at me right now because she's just hanging out too. But yeah, she did her little cat thing and knocked it off the shelf that it was on. And the frame cracked. So I was so bummed about that because I love those glasses. Sushi Cam. Let's see if I can get her. Hold on. Boop. Beep. Sushi Cam. I'm gonna have to get like a dedicated camera for Sushi at some point, for sure. Bruce is also getting fur all over me right now, which is absolutely ridiculous. He's just chilling. SpongeBob versus Family Guy. I'm a huge SpongeBob fan. Obviously, SpongeBob had its limits, though. Like, early SpongeBob is far better than the stuff that came out later on. I guess you could kind of say the same for Family Guy. But, I don't know. I feel like SpongeBob is way more fun. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Hi, SpongeBob. Yeah, SpongeBob is still coming out, and it is difficult to watch. Yeah, I agree. Like, I've seen some, and it's, like, rough. 9Nova9 says, Jesus loves me. Breaking out your Patrick impression as we speak. do. 5 viewers right now, which is awesome. Thank you so much for joining in. I don't think we're going to be doing too long of a live stream tonight. Obviously, I'm going to kind of go to bed a little bit early and kind of wind things down. But do you think the writers of SpongeBob hate Squidward? No, I don't think so. Elmo loves you. Oh gosh, do you remember the Tickle Me Elmo doll? Good grief. The fact that they were like driving those around in like armored trucks for Christmas. Sacrilege, all hail Squidward. It's just good writing. Yeah, I don't think SpongeBob would be nearly as good if you didn't have the Squidward dynamic in it. Like, you just need him. The dreaded toenail scene. Oh my god, the toenail scene is so rough. Which it doesn't even make sense either because he's got, his tentacle. Yes, they always have to have that voice of reason character. Which makes SpongeBob all the more ridiculous with Patrick. Gary. Oh, Gary. Meow. it was funny. I was like watching Frank Caliendo do kind of like a Squidville is a GOAT episode. I agree with you on that one. That was a really good episode. Yeah, but Frank Caliendo was like talking about voice acting and doing voices, and it was a really good way to kind of like, if you're ever interested in that, how to like practice and learn. Have you ever heard of a song called Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin? Yes. All the SpongeBob talk is making you miss Meow Meow now. Brick! What's going on? Awesome name, by the way. Just hanging out, chatting about video games and whatnot, and SpongeBob right now. Bruce, you have got all the fuzzies on me. Mr. Bruce. You don't care. Yeah, I know. I know, bud. You just want to hang out. Like, Dad, I don't want to go to bed yet, Dad. Well, is that a fur baby? Yes, it is. The furriest of babies. Just hanging out. He says no regrets. Frank's skit about John Madden is hilarious, Covey. But yeah, he did like a breakdown. He's like, if you want to learn how to do a voice, what you need to do is like kind of sit back, think about the character or person that you want to impersonate, and start with a word. And then really try to play with your voice to say one word as that person in order to train yourself to start speaking like them. What's my most valuable game? Top secret, locked in a safe, guarded by militiamen. You'll never see it. Squidward needs more happy episodes. I feel like he's had a few happy episodes. I'm not a video game nerd like my dad, but Zelda Breath of the Wild is the best game I've ever played. Breath of the Wild is an absolutely masterpiece game. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, that is top tier video gaming. Final Fantasy VII Remake thoughts? I've not played it, so I don't have really thoughts on it. Is it out? Wait, did they remake Final Fantasy VII already? Why do I feel like they have? Yes, that one they did. You know, Final Fantasy was that series that kind of got away from me, and I never played it. My friends played it, never got into it. It wasn't one that I had for PlayStation. So, like, it's something that I've played a little bit now on the original Nintendo with the first ones. And I enjoy it, but I just haven't, like, sunk the time into it yet. Game Boy SP. Game Boy SP 1000%. Thoughts on the one-course meal episode of SpongeBob? Which one is that again? Is that the one where Mr. Krabs tries making the food and poisons everybody? my memories of the episode titles is a little hazy. Definitely SP, yeah. SP is where it's at. I love these. Got a lot of time. I should play Final Fantasy. I should. Why is it in a cage? Because it crowded me. Oh my god. Yeah, this, once again, earlier SpongeBob is the superior SpongeBob. 3DS XL or Switch Lite. That's like two different things. Like Switch Lite, I never saw the draw for a Switch Lite. Like, just get the Switch. Like, you have way more going on for you with that. Tails, what's going on? How are you doing? Krabs dresses up as Pearl and scares Plankton to the... No, I don't remember that one. Do I have a Facebook? Maybe. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, what did you think of Tears of the Kingdom? I loved it and thought the story was more developed and mature. I just wish there was more new places to explore. It just wasn't the depths. I felt like Tears of the Kingdom was like an expansion pack. It felt like an expansion pack or download content on steroids. So that being said, there was a lot going on, and it took me a really long time to get into that game. Story was good. I did enjoy the story a lot in that one. I just it took me a long time to get used to that. I'm a like classic video gamer when it comes to Zelda. I want to just like get a few items and then like just really like bash my way through it. I'm not one for like really going and getting items or building things. Like I felt like almost needed like an engineering degree in Tears of the Kingdom to build some of this stuff. So not necessarily like a fan of the powers as much as I enjoyed Breath of the Wild. Yoshi, what's going on? How you doing? I think the Switch Lite, they made the Switch Lite to make casual gamers buy Animal Crossing. Maybe? Shout out Blaster Master. Christo, Blaster Master is an amazing game. I love that game. I feel like I played Breath of the Wild when I was a toddler. And Minecraft, oh my goodness. No, I never thought about the Squidward creepypasta. Pokemon or GTA? 8, I don't think you can like choose between the two. They're so different. Both are amazing. Some kid bought his Switch to school and was playing Mario Kart under the table the other day. Yes, can we definitely refrain from the unaliving word on here? It will get me banned. Great take on Tears of the Kingdom, sounds about right. Yeah, I definitely felt that way with Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm not the only person who also have heard the same thing. Like, it took them a long time to get into the game. The depths was really unappealing to me at first, too. And then once I kind of got used to it, I enjoyed it a lot more. Mario versus Sonic. That's another one where it's like so different, I don't think you can like choose. Minecraft or Roblox? Minecraft. Final Fantasy and Minecraft have the absolute best music. Minecraft does have some good music. I give you props for that. Cool Spot introduced you to the 3D world. You know, I need to get a copy of Cool Spot. I've been like trying to find one, but I haven't like gotten it for a good value yet. It's out there. I'll get it at some point. Bum, bum, bum. Tired Millennial, what's going on? How are you doing? Hello. How is you? Do. How old am I? Old. 97 years old. 277 years old. Enough to get all these games. I'm actually a time traveler. Can you be my dad? Grandpa old. I'm not grandpa old, am I? I mean, least favorite Mario game? Mario is missing. People are going to be like, what is that? What are you even talking about? WWF No Mercy old? Yes. Yes. Older. Older. Original Nintendo old. 35 is the new grandpa age? Is it now? Nintendo 64 for the win. There are a lot of good Nintendo 64 games. People tend to hate on Nintendo 64 now, and I don't understand why. I've seen like quite a few channels. I almost feel like it's clickbaity. Like they just want to like complain about it just so people will watch their content, which I think is a little weird, but I mean, everybody's got to work their angle, I guess. I vividly remember finding out there was a second Ganon phase in both and having a psychotic breakdown. Who's hating on the Nintendo 64? I've just seen channels talking about it. Who is it on TikTok? 8-Bit Fritz. He very much dislikes Nintendo 64. So I constantly bring it up how great a system it is to him, to his dismay. Kids get kids young these days. Yeah, I mean that's such as life. I mean, if you think about it though, like in the grand scheme of the world and history, like people were having kids young because they only lived to like 28. We due to modern technology, we can live a lot longer these days and don't have to worry about some medieval swordsman coming into our town and chopping us up. Have I played Halo? So I played a little bit of Halo back in the day. I have it. Not a big Halo fan. I remember everybody used to hooking up their Xboxes and playing multiplayer with Halo. I was never a big fan of sci-fi style games for a very long time. And not until probably Dead Space, where it was horror themed, did I start getting into more of the sci-fi stuff. I'm Mega Man old. Yep, TK. Not a Halo fan, I'm out. No. I didn't say anything bad about Halo. It's just that I never really was big into it. Like, it is a fantastic game and it was groundbreaking for the time, of course. But it's not like I was like going to LAN parties and like playing Halo nonstop. How many games is there? Lots, Delia. Like, how many games are out there? So, take this for an example. The PlayStation 1 has 4,000 plus games in its library. 4,000 games just for the PlayStation 1. I saw that number the other day and I had to do a double take. I actually have to go and double check that again because I need to research that because I almost feel like it's not true. But I'm guessing you're counting like unreleased games and third party stuff, then maybe it does. Do you still have to blow into the NES cartridges for the NES? So I clean all my video games before I play them on my Nintendo, and I've cleaned out my Nintendo system. So when you clean out the cartridges again, they will obviously work like they were brand new, so you don't have to blow into the cartridges. Are there times when I'm in a rush and I'll blow into the cartridge to play it? Yes, that still happens. They had very many pirate games for the PlayStation 1. Those were the days. Yeah, it was a lot easier to pirate games then, too. Super Mario 64 had a major impact on the industry. Oh, big time. That whole era where it went to the 3D graphics was wild. Have I ever licked a Switch cartridge? I have not. I know they taste gross on purpose. Um, is there a little itch in the back of my mind that makes me want to do it one day? Yes. Have I ever done it? No. Will I do it for money? Maybe. 2D Mario 64 would go crazy. Schmitty, you didn't know that? Nintendo Switch games have a deterrent on them, I guess is the way to put it. So kids and dogs don't eat them. So for like little kids, like so it has like a really bad taste to it that they spray on it. It's super bitter. It's to protect little children from eating them and for dogs to like eat them. Shorts says I'm the best. Thank you. You're the best. Thank you for joining in. Oh my god. How'd my day go? Good so far. It's been a long day, but winding down now, just kind of chatting with everybody. Super fun. I know, Smitty, the more you know. 11 viewers here right now. That's awesome, gang. 15. Do I have POW for the NES? Yes, I love POW. Gran Turismo is special, even played. Oh, with your dad? That's awesome. What do I do for work? It's top secret. Secret agent. Can't tell you about it. Simba, what's going on? Like button batteries, yes. The N-Gage. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard somebody mention that in a while. Massive voiceover actor for the CIA. What's my favorite console, Shorts? It's tough. I would say right now it's a tie between the original Nintendo and PlayStation 1. Both of those systems I got a lot of memories with. So the nostalgia is strong with those. Just under 2K PlayStation 1 games were released in North America, according to a source on the internet. Yeah, I was wondering. So I think it must be a combination of Japanese games and US releases. Yeah, POW. I got a chance to play POW Arcade Machine a while back, and like I hunt that down if I'm ever at an arcade to see if they have them. That's a lot of fun too. Sega Dreamcast. Sega Dreamcast isn't talked about enough. I love my Sega Dreamcast. The games that came out with for it, it was ahead of its time. If Sega Dreamcast came out in 2007 instead of 2000 or 1999, then it would have been dominating. Do I have a Mario game? Sure, I have one right here. In Reach. What's the other one I have? Zelda. PS1 Soul Calibur rocks so great. Soul Calibur is a fantastic, fantastic game. Rarest system ever is the Sony Nintendo system. Soul Blade, yes. Soul Blade, Bruce. Soul Blade. Have I ever played a Neo Geo? Not yet. Do I have a Tiger Paperboy in Reach? Because I do, sucker. Carrie, did I have that or my friend have that? I remember the Tiger Paperboy. I had the X-Men Tiger game. Gosh, I wish I saved those. Those were like so good and so bad at the same time. Oh man. That's bringing back some memories. Keep grinding, you're awesome, man. Borg, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining in. Brick says they're not made for old people games. I tried playing some of the older Zelda games and I rage quit so fast. So it's an interesting thing to hear that. Because I feel like the best way to explain old games to like the younger crowd is that they are character builders. Like that's what we had. And like you had your game that you got, your parents got you your game, and like there wasn't anything else at the time. So you just played that. If it was a bad game, you just kept playing it. So whether or not you liked it, that was your game. So like there are games that are unrelentingly hard, but that's kind of the fun with them. Like once you start challenging yourself, games today are super easy and they're like really at the end of the day, even though they're open world, they're linear in like their difficulty. So like it'll adjust its difficulty for you and make things easier, which I think is the worst ever. Whereas an old Nintendo game or PlayStation game, that will beat you down until you get way better with it. I don't know what I just did, but I set off a flash on my camera. Medieval with the Skeleton Knight, yes! Michael Jordan, Windy City got pretty hard in there. I never played that one. That's why I love these chats as well, and like I try to do them more now, is because like people will mention games that I will like vaguely remember or just have not even heard of, and then I'll go hunt them down and like find out like what they were about and see if I want to play them. I'm gonna take a picture of the TV of my Tony Hawk high score. I got 9.9 from all judges. Nice. Doing pretty well. Work has calmed down, so it's way less stressful, and my kid might actually pass chemistry. Nice. The old periodic table of elements. Oh, I don't miss that. Woohoo! What state am I in? I am in New Hampshire. Seriously, go hunt down Fur Fighters and Dreamcast or PlayStation. Fur Fighters. I remember Clay Fighter. Do you guys remember that? Clay Fighter was a lot of fun too. Pop Hunter, what is my most expensive rare game on any console? I have a few. I don't like to talk about them too much just yet. I do have the Simpsons, not the Simpsons. I'm sorry, Flintstones Dinosaur Peak for the original Nintendo, which is a very rare game. It was a Blockbuster exclusive, and so like there are not many copies out there. Kind of like how for Nintendo 64, the Clay Fighter game, Sculptor's Cut, is super rare. Peace out. Have a good night. Catch you later, Borg. Yeah, I came across a copy of that Flintstones game, and it was in such good condition I could not pass it up. And like I was like, I have to get this now. So like I bit the bullet and went for it. Yeah, still hunting for a copy of Little Samson, which is like super rare and way too expensive. You have Little Samson complete in box. Jealous. So jealous. Oh my gosh. I hear it's such a fun game too, which is it's a shame that it came out so late in the system's lifespan, but it wouldn't be that good if it hadn't. Because like it really, from what I've seen of it, maxed out like the Nintendo's graphics and game styles and everything. It looks like a really good one. Yes, that's Bruce snoring. Have I played any DOS games such as Commander Keen? I love DOS games. There was a whole bunch. It's funny. It's funny you mentioned that because there's a ton of DOS games that like I played and probably don't even remember the names of anymore. Commander Keen sounds familiar. There was one Blake Stone, Aliens of Gold. That was one I loved playing. It was like a Wolfenstein clone. Wolfenstein. Math Blaster. Master Blaster? I found NES games closed and complete in box before at yard sales for $1 each. I was freaking out. Oh, man. Delia says, how do you beat the boss fight in Mario? For which game? What we talking about here, Delia? Wait, are you telling me you found Little Samson complete in box for $1? Because like that just doesn't happen. You want to sleep as well as Bruce does? This guy right here, this little chungus, sleeps like a boss. I get jealous of his sleeping habits. Senor de Demonic, awesome name. How many games do you have, bro? It looks like my own collection. I spent like 2,000 on it. I got a bunch. They go on for a little bit too. Blake Stone was great. I love Blake Stone. Zelda Gold Card, Super Mario Brothers 2, and Rygar. Nice. Oh, that's nice. I desire to sleep like a little chungus. Bye off to Georgia I go. See you, Brick. No, that's amazing. Yeah, this obviously doesn't happen overnight. It takes a long time to do. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff. Almost too much in a way. Like I don't think I want my collection to grow much bigger. I'm going to focus on the NES stuff, and I think that's about it. Like I have more games right now than I will probably live to play. Like if there was like an EMP and like it shut off and everything and my house was protected, like I have more games to play for like till the end of time. And what's funny about it too is like I do play all of these games, but there's just like, you know, like there's those ones that you grew up with that you kind of go back to over and over again that never get old. Metal Gear Solid is one of my favorite PlayStation games too. Samson, I traded with a friend for some Fatal Frames and Silent Hills, and that was before it went up in price. Oh, I mean, you still got a good deal though, because all of those games too have gone up in price. So it was probably like an even Stevens trade now by the end of it. Do you know you look like Mario? I haven't told that. Thank you. Yahoo! The first game? How do you beat Mario? Like the first Mario? The boss? You jump over him. You jump over Bowser. He's very easy. You just get a good running start and you wahoo! And right over him. Subscribe just for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the rest of my content if you actually check out the channel. I got a lot of fun videos. I do funny stuff too. I'm trying to get into making more stuff. I was originally on TikTok for a while. I got a good following over there, but then TikTok's like a completely different space now, and I really want to focus on YouTube. So I'm all about YouTube. You hear that, YouTube? I like YouTube. Little Samson complete in box is around $4,900. Yes. Do I remember the first game I played? It's probably gotta be. Ooh. I don't necessarily remember the first game I played. It could be um, Super Mario Brothers Game and Watch, the fold out one. I have that. That's like I've had that forever. It still works. Um, but it's probably if it's not that, it's probably the original Super Mario Brothers on Nintendo. Oh yeah, Game and Watch. Yep. First game would be Super Mario Brothers or Ninja Turtles on NES. I love the original Ninja Turtles game. I used to have a YouTube channel. I did pickups from garage sales and talked about Nintendo 64 games. At one point, I had a complete and box Nintendo 64 set. Nice, King. Oh, that's awesome. What'd you do with it? Just kind of like was over it and got sold it? I feel like I'm reading more and more posts on Reddit about that, like collectors now. I think the pandemic really energized a lot of people to collect and like kind of live through some nostalgia while they were locked at home. And it went on for a few years now, and it seems like what's starting to happen is a lot of people are like, well, this is a lot of stuff, and I don't necessarily have the room for it, so I'm going to kind of like downsize. And I'm seeing a lot more people talking about offloading their collections. I collected in between 2008 to 2014. Oh, awesome! Yeah, yeah. It seems like used to pick for almost 20 years before the rise of the trend going crazy. It's a shame, right? Isn't it such a shame? I think clearly the pandemic like really pushed that and got people like really energized. But the internet, that was always trending. Once like people started talking in chat rooms and on your sites like Reddit and things like that, where people were saying like, "Oh, I found deals here at this thrift store. Like you should check out thrift stores." And then everybody and their mom started going to thrift stores. It was only inevitable that like the collector sphere would grow with that. The biggest crime, in my opinion, right now is the fact that people are like slabbing the games and getting them graded. Video games are meant to be played. I can understand. The only time I understand like keeping something locked up in a glass case and not doing anything with it is when you have something that has never been opened since it first came out. Like if you have a sealed copy of the game and it's boxed up and it's like mint condition, yeah, sure, like go and like, you know, lock that one up and like make it be worth $1 million. Yeah, it's chastity belts for video games. You don't want to do that. Devil Skull Red 420. What's going on? How are you doing? Golden Axe 2 and Streets of Rage 2 are some of my favorite old games. But a lot of time co-op with friends. Yes. Golden Axe 2 I never really played that much, or if ever. I have a copy of it now, which I can't wait to start playing. Streets of Rage 2, I was all in on. I had a friend who sold his complete GameCube collection for money to buy a Buick Grand National. That's pretty cool. Grand Nationals are neat. But that's the thing too. That's like kind of like like your hobby just changes gears over time. Like I had old cars at one point too that I worked on for a little bit, and then I kind of got out of that hobby and like shifted back over to video games. My brother found a Virtual Boy in the cycle bin next to his home in China. In Chiba or China? That typo. Never played it until recently, but boy, that eye-searing red was another challenge to get through. Yes. Do I watch the movie It's Old, Back to the Future? Hold on a second. Back to the Future. Not only do I like Back to the Future, I have the newspaper from Back to the Future 2 right there and a poster of Back to the Future up in the left-hand corner. Ghostbusters. Chiba, Japan. Okay, that makes more sense. Wow, this is like a dream in the background. Mayo, what's going on? How are you doing? I own sealed vintage games. Never thought about grading them. Yeah, like it's just it's a scam. I don't care. It's stupid. It's dumb. I I don't like. There's gonna be people that will argue with me about that, but I really think it's ridiculous to like to put these games behind plastic and never open them and have them graded. Oh, I've got a 9.6 version of Super Mario Brothers. It's the best ever. It's worth $8,000. I don't know. Like that's just silly to me. It's like, okay, it's Super Mario Brothers. Like have fun, like, you know, collecting games that you're never gonna play. The whole Wada scandal you saw coming. Yeah, it's crazy. My buddy has the second last DeLorean ever made. It's beautiful. DeLoreans are beautiful cars. Maddie, have you ever watched Video Game High School? I think it's on YouTube and it's so good. No! Video Game High School. I'll have to check that out. Do I have Call of Duty 3 for the PlayStation 3? Yes, I most likely do. PlayStation 3. Actually, maybe I don't. No, I don't, actually. PlayStation 3, I was more Xbox 360 than PlayStation 3. Yeah. Killzone 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, Ratchet and Clank, Resistance, Uncharted, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, Demon Souls, Ico. Do I have Call of Duty for the DS? No. You got one of the thick PS3s from 2006. They were big. Kevin, thank you so much for joining in as always. I'll catch you on the next one. One of my favorite finds, I found Zelda 1 and 2 Classic sealed at Goodwill. Ooh, that is a find. You can't find anything at Goodwill anymore, by the way. I actually, funny thing you mentioned Goodwill. I've been hearing for a while now that Goodwill for their online bidding site, there's been rumor that like shell bidding happens by Goodwill, which is just rude and not fair and annoying. And I was trying to get a copy of Contra because somebody I know was looking for one, so I was trying to pick it up, and I had it for a good price on the auction. And then suspiciously, like nobody had bid on it, and then suspiciously it got up to like the price where it was like the exact retail that it is now. I guess you would say, or actual value that it is now. And I was like, no, I'm out. I'm not going for that. I have DS games. I have very limited DS games. I have some though. See you later. I'm a sub. This is a Fire channel. Mayo, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll probably do like a walkthrough with the games on another stream. Do I know Back to the Future has a game? I do. Back to the Future has a couple of games, and the Telltales one, was it Telltales that did it? Yeah. Is supposed to be really good. And there's a Super Nintendo Back to the Future game that looks amazing that it never came out in the US. It was a Japanese only game. Looks really fun. I had Back to the Future 1 and 2 for Nintendo. Not the best. My best ever find was a sealed copy of Pokemon Blue for $5.99. That is a deal. How much did the Back to the Future games cost? The original Nintendo ones, I think, hover around 30 to 40 bucks per game. It's been a while since I checked the price on those. Any DS games good mod would know this. Uh-oh, coming in. 860 Phantom liked GameCube growing up. GameCube had some good games too. Eternal Darkness, that was a game that like nobody talks about. That was really fun. Obviously, the Resident Evil remake came out on GameCube too, which is fire. When I first started collecting, I began with handheld games because they were cheap back in the day. Yeah, it's funny. Like, there's nothing that's like cheap with gaming these days. Maybe Atari. Atari, and I think it's because Atari is just so, you know, so rudimentary with its graphics compared to like Nintendo, that those games just don't have the following anymore that they once did. SSX Tricky on GameCube was fun. Yes, it was. Cubby, I'm too busy banning creepy people. There are some creepy people that have popped in. Schmitty, you're doing a very good job. What's the best Xbox? I'm going to be biased and say that Xbox 360 was the best Xbox that's come out. Do I eat pineapple on pizza? I am a native New Yorker, and I do not put pineapple on my pizza. That is a sin. We do not talk about that. Pineapple on pizza is bad. Actually, didn't finish Streets of Rage 2 when I was young, but bought a Reaper last year and finally finished it. Nice! I have a 360 Pro. Awesome. I traded a complete in-box Chibi Robo for a bunch of loose first-party Nintendo 64 games. I wasn't a fan of Chibi Robo. I actually never really even heard of that. Okay, but I put pineapple in my fried rice and it's delightful. That does sound good, Schmitty. You might got me on board with that one. No, it's not as good. You have 2 of them? Nice, Foxes. Oh, guys, thanks for tapping the button there and those little party favors or whatever. Hearts are going off in the corner. Oh, look, a smiley face. Yay. Yay. Can you guys hear Bruce snoring? He's nogging off me. I'm just glad that the camera's not picking up all the fur that he's dropping on me. It's like Thai fried rice with cashews too. Oh, that sounds really good. That's me tap, tap, tapping. Nice, Simbo. 15 viewers right now. We got a good crew of people checking out. 22 likes on live, which is like, I think the most we've had so far. If you had to choose between GTA and Minecraft, what would it be? GTA. There's something special about Grand Theft Auto. I also said I was only going to stream for like a half hour, and it's almost an hour already, which how the time flies. It's wild. 23 likes on the live. Thank you so much. GTA Online or story mode? Probably story mode. Do we have a release date for GTA 6 on console? Actually, I heard there's supposed to be a new trailer. Is it tomorrow? I heard something about rumblings about a new trailer for GTA 6, and it was supposed to have the release date on it. Never played GTA. A friend of mine just got the GTA trilogy on Switch and has been playing through it, and they're like reliving all their memories. Back in the day, you worked a 3rd shift job, and in the morning on the weekends, I would go hunting after getting off work for like 6 to 8 hours. Wow. So you put in the work for those games. That's the thing. Yeah, I was hitting up some thrift stores for a while, and it wasn't like I said, it's after the fact of everybody else does that now, so it was kind of fruitless. Never really saw anything. Maybe a couple of, Wii Fitness games or whatever, and I was just like, nah, I'm out. I'm going to do that. GTA 6 will be released in 2075. And the Xbox 360 Minecraft Legacy Edition, it brings memories back. You played over 3,000 online games of Halo 3. I can believe that. Karen took my Game Boy. Oh no! Not the Karens. Did I see the 2D Terminator game? Big Matt, I just saw something about that a little while ago. It looks really cool. Definitely into checking that out. Cowro, I have a question. So my dog named Cowboy died. So you'll say your prayer for him? Oh, sorry to hear that. I don't really pray that much, but I hope that wherever Cowboy goes, it is good for Cowboy. Sorry for your loss. Moment of silence for Cowboy. R.I.P. Cowboy. Am I in New Hampshire, Kenny Ramirez? Maybe. What's it to you? What do you want to know? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a copy of the 2D Terminator game. I gotta look into it more. I just saw like a quick trailer for it. I was like, what is that? You get to play as Sarah Connor also. What's my favorite game? Resident Evil on the PlayStation 1. It looks so good. It does. That's what I love about games now, and like the 2D style games. They're making retro games, and it is really getting that, scratching that itch for, you know, playing retro right now. I picked up the Rugrats game. I don't know if you guys know this too. Like, there are companies now that are starting to make retro games specifically for the Nintendo and Super Nintendo and stuff. So like, you can get a newly made game that's licensed by like Nickelodeon and stuff for, you know, for the original NES. I just picked up another game too that was a homebrew game that like pushed the limits of the original Nintendo hardware. It's called Full Quiet. I think it's, yeah, Full Quiet. And I'm going to do a gameplay video on that soon. That's like a game that came out this past year. Rugrats Nintendo 64, that was my game. Rugrats NES. This is crazy. Where do I find these games? So funny enough, I search around and I hear about stuff from other people and like conversations like we having right now. Also, YouTube. I just type in like top homebrew games of 2024, and a video came up and showed me 10 games. There's a small company that made a fighting game for the original Nintendo that has Wi-Fi in the cart. So when you put the game into your Nintendo, it buffs the Nintendo, like it adds more performance to the Nintendo through the cartridge, which is like an expansion pack on its own, which is really cool. I guess that's the best way to say it, is there's an expansion pack, you put it in there, it's got Wi-Fi. Alan, what's going on? How are you doing? Foxes, thanks for subbing, I appreciate it. So what you can do with it then is you can play other people online through your original Nintendo, which is so cool. And what's even better is that they want to keep making content for the game, so they are creating new characters for the game, and you can download them through the Wi-Fi. Do I have Home Alone for the Nintendo? Yes, I do. Am I a complete box collector, or do you not really care? I never really cared unless it was disc-based. Yeah, when it comes to disc games, I have to get the box for it. I don't like having loose discs. When it comes to like Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, I don't go for completed box because I feel like it's a little silly with the prices that people want for it. If this was like 20 years ago, then I probably would have gone for that because it was a lot easier to get those for a decent price. Now what I do, I'll get up for a second because we're pretty much. I look like Luigi. Mamma mia! Here, let's get up and let me show you what I've been doing lately. I'm sorry, big boy Bruce. You got to get up for a minute. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, we're going to end the stream in a few minutes anyway. But I just want to show some people some stuff. Okay, here we go. All right, let's get the big boy up, and then we're gonna switch the camera angle here for a second. I'm covered in dog fur. This is hilarious. All right, so. Oh no, I dropped everything. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Okay, so what I've been getting is I found this Etsy store called Mini Box Gaming, and they create little mini boxes to store your Nintendo games in. So I've been picking up Nintendo 64 stuff because Nintendo 64 notoriously doesn't have a top label. So you can't actually, you know, put them on your shelf like this where you can see what the name of the game is. So I thought that was really cool with the Nintendo 64 games at first. And then what was even better was they make boxes for the NES games and the Super Nintendo games. So it really adds to the display to have these mini boxes where you can kind of pull it and look and kind of go back in time and see what the on the boxes was. I would have donated $25 or 25 pounds for you, UK. Oh, I appreciate that. You don't have to do that at all, though. This is all about fun. Do I have Classic Sonic? Of course. Classic Sonic. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah! Did I see the look Bruce gave me? Yes, I know. Do I have why? Did you play already Guitar Hero? I have played Guitar Hero. I have Guitar Hero. I do have some of the guitars. Gambit's the man, yes. Gambit is my favorite X-Men. He's the best. This is actually this poster was signed by the artist who drew Gambit back in the 90s. Bruce, gross. You just barfing down here? What was that? Underappreciated for sure. Oh yeah. Nice, very nice. But yeah, what was I going to show you guys too for UN Squadron? But yeah, the Super Nintendo boxes are really cool too that Mini Box does. So I think it's like the best way to display them now, and it protects them for a long time too. Bruce is retaliating for his company nap. Delia, thank you so much for joining in. I'll see you on the next one. Mon ami. But that, unfortunately, is going to be it for me, guys, for tonight. I want to thank everybody so much for joining in. We got 23 likes on the live. I think that might be the most that we've had so far on these lives. Cousin got to see the voice actor for Trevor Phillips and hand-signed a photo of Trevor. Nice. Well, that's awesome. Trevor, the voice actor for Trevor, is notorious for saying that he hates that character. But I got to get going, gang. This was a lot of fun. We stayed on for a lot longer than I thought. I'm trying to get some new videos out in the near future. I'm working on it. Just been super busy. Life gets in the way, but it's all fun. We enjoy things as much as we can. And thank you so much. I'll catch you next time.